What's up, everybody? So today we're going to be discussing the recently released Scarlet and Violet OU Viability Rankings, the first official tier list for Scarlet and Violet. So I got my boys here, Blue Crew, and Bam.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, let's just hop right into it. So we got the S rank here. Soul Pokemon Goldango. You disagree with this? You think somebody else should be here? You think, or you think this is right? You think this is right?
I mean, like, I think any of the Mons in S- rank could make a case to be an S rank. I do think Goldengo is like, I mean, I want to say he's pretty far and away the best Mon, but you know, making it impossible to clear hazards, move pool, everything. Like, he's definitely the best Mon in the tier, right?
Is he more centralizing than those in that S-? Do you think?
Yeah, I think that the thing, I don't
the
even
real
know
reason
if
he's
he's I don't even know if he's like that much better than like Chi-Yu. Like, to me it's like the same, but he, like, the tier right now is about Goldengo. Like it's Goldengo the tier right now. Like, everything, like every game he's in is about him.
Yeah, you're playing around until he dies, basically. Can't get your hazards away. Has 100, what is it? Make it rain. 120 base power steal move.
Yeah, he has everything. Like, he's
Not
strong.
at all.
He's
Nasty
got that beautiful typing. Like, he's annoying, but that's the thing. It's not just about him being high usage. It's just like when you're in a game with Goldango, especially because most people are playing him on those like hazard stacking teams. Like, until Goldango is off the field, like, I don't know. It's just. And he just, I don't know, just like, we've never seen a Pokemon like that does what he does, so I think people are still adapting to it. I'm not sure if he should be an S by himself. Like, I'm not sure if there even needed to be like an S rank, but I mean, I can't argue that he's the best right now. I can't argue that he's the best.
You can't?
Yeah, I can't argue against him being the best.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No. I mean, they're technically as more threatening Mons, but yeah, like what Luke said, there's not really more centralizing Mon than this. We're just say, okay, well, I can't clear my hazards now. Gotta switch out.
Yeah, because wasn't Lando put in S rank a lot?
I mean, they usually had Lando like in S, and even Lando. And honestly, Lando, I didn't even think Lando was the best, but like Lando was like an S tier Mon. So, but I guess looking at S minus though, like, do we think these are the three that should be an S minus? I know some people were saying Dragapult shouldn't be there, but like, I don't, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I haven't had many problems dealing with Pult No You personally, but at the same time, like, I think Blue and I were kind of talking about this the other day. I think you were too, where it's like Dragapult can Terra and then like drop a Draco, like Terra Dragon and just Draco you, like Dragon Darts you, and just take your lunch money. And the Mon is still insane speed tier, insane stats, insane typing. Like, it still can run the tier if it wants to, right? But if I had to move one of those three down, it'd probably be Dragapult that I move down. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Like, for me, I think Dragapult's better than Tuz. Like, honestly, like, Pult, I be spamming Pult because honestly, I use Terra Ghost usually. Like, with Terra, he's super broken, but honestly, you could just play him like you did in 8. He was broken in 8.
Yeah.
And it's the same Mon. Like, you Specs is stupid, Band is stupid. You run like Wisp Hex, it's still stupid. Like, this Mon Infiltrator is super crazy to have right now because everyone's spamming the stupid Cyclizar. So it's just, I don't know. Like, to be Dragapult, I mean, he might not feel as like broken as something like Chi-Yu. Like, Chi-Yu is just a nuke. Like, Chi-Yu just comes in, pick a sec. I mean, every time that voice out, pick a sec. It's just, it's ridiculous.
Watching Ting-Lu take like 60 from an overheat is so crazy.
Yeah, but and that's actually another thing. Like, Ting-Lu is Dragapult's father. Like, I mean, you can't really do much about that
Literally,
guy. But
like, pound for pound, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Honestly, the one for me is like Tusk. I don't know if Tusk is as good as these guys, but he's like super easy to put on teams. Like, if anything, he's closer to like the Landers, right? Like,
yeah,
he's just the roll compression. He's the removal. He's the hazards if you want them to be. He's got the knock. The great. This dual stab is crazy right now because when you look at this, the only flying types are like Dragonite and like Corviknight, who doesn't even resist CC. And then after them, it's like, I mean, I don't even know how far I gotta. It's like Gyarados. Like, There's not
He's
really
the
good
ground
flying
fighting
types.
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not. Aren't ground types kind of scarce?
I mean, there's a
Right
few.
now?
There's a few, but he's the premier ground type for sure.
This is from your ground type.
Yeah, I mean, if you look in the top
I mean, there's like,
A tier right there, there's 2 ground types, and they're both variations of Donphan. So
yeah, I mean, there's stuff like Claude and Garchomp and stuff too, but like he's definitely the guy right now. I feel like he feels more like an A plus to me. Like for me personally, I would swap him and Annihilate, but I can't hate on Great Tusk here because like it's super easy to put on every team, and also like the thing with the Corv teams is like the Corv teams sometimes struggle with Goldengo because like a lot of times I play Corv into Goldengo and I'm a U-turn bot because every time Goldengo comes in, I know I just got a U-turn. But with Tusk, like you can actually pressure that thing. If it's not Balloon, it's cooked. If it is Balloon, you can always knock and like you pressure it and like you know you at least force it to like think. Which with Corviknight, they just brainlessly put their Goldengo in all the time because there's nothing you can do about it. So honestly, that's why like this guy is pretty nice. But I don't know. How do you think anybody in A plus should be in S minus? Because there's a lot of good mods in A plus as well.
Now you're looking at Jim Powell, but I don't know how prevalent he's been or broken he's been.
For me, I mean, he got 90% usage on my teams.
And how is it that broken out for you?
I mean, he's broken. Jim Powell is broken, honestly. I don't know if he's.
There's always broken mods in A plus rings, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if he's S minus, but he's close. Like he's really, really good. Like Terra, he's super stupid. You 2 kill everything in the game with Terra Dark. It's very foolish. Bandit is dumb. But you don't even need to run Bandit. Even like Boots, like just running Boots for attack or like SD3 attack, and then you just Terra whenever you need to like 2 kill stupid Dondoza or whatever. It's still crazy. Like this mon is faster than everything basically except for pull. It's just this mon is crazy. It's not it's not like as stupid of a wall breaker as Chi-Yu, but like this thing is still like really, really, really threatening.
yeah, it still works in principle like Chi-Yu does, obviously, right? Like you're kind of picking a sack usually, unless you can bring in, you know, I mean, even like Great Tusk, a defensive Great Tusk is taking a lot from an Ice Cold Crash and that thing.
I mean, Tusk is getting destroyed. There's like Corviknight and like Dondozo and a few things, but Corviknight I'm just gonna flinch anyway. So
yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, there's a few I could see. I mean, no, it's weird. Like I've been having this weird thing with Paradox Pokemon lately, where like I'm not. Maybe it's because the way my OU team have been using lately has been, but I don't love when people run booster energy mons right now because it's like a one-time thing. Once you're out, you're out. But like look at like Valiant and Roaring Moon, and each time I play against these mons, I basically just bring in Ting-Lu and Whirlwind, and they just aren't a problem anymore, really. So I think those are fine there. I think they could be higher, but people just running booster energy, and so it's like I think like, you know, Specs Valiant is still really good. You know, I think Bandit Valiant's really good, but
yeah, Valiant is so good. Honestly, my only thing with Valiant recently is like everybody just plays Specs, and I'm like, I don't know, like there's some other stats that are kind of nice. They're kind of nice. But yeah, Valiant is scary because I have to respect everything. It could be Coal Mine, it could be Bandit, it could be SD, it could be Ghost Terra with Sneak or whatever. Like I've seen like
from last gen.
Yeah, it's really, really good. This thing is really good. I think it's definitely A plus. I don't think it's S or anything, but it's definitely A plus. Annihilate to me is the one that I think like could be S, because like I think that thing is like super broken. The only thing is like I guess like if you're playing a really, really fast team, you could kinda handle it. Because obviously it doesn't have priority or anything, and 90 is nothing crazy. But the thing is, a lot of mods just can't kill it. If you're not like Specs Chi-Yu or something, you can't even kill it. And the thing is, like in VGC, we will run like Fire Terra. Like a lot of people run like water, but you run like Fire, so you don't get burnt or whatever. And I don't know, you can run.
Smart.
The thing is, like the Terras too make it hard because it's already hard to remove this thing, but then it could just Terra into whatever, and it's just like, well, that's crazy, and it could just live like any one hit if it Terras like correctly. And I mean, even something like Chi-Yu, like it'll just get destroyed by Drain Punch, so you got to be careful. And And the fat teams smoked. Honestly, smoked that preview. All the fat teams are smoked. The preview is over. It's over. You can't do anything. But
yeah, no, like Rage Fist, especially against those fat teams where you're just taking a little bit of chip at a time and building up that Rage Fist. Like it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. Then Chester Rest is good. There's Defiant, which is actually pretty awesome. I've gotten a lot of use out of Defiant when I play with it. But yeah, I mean, I've seen a little less lately for some reason. I don't know why I've seen it less. I've been seeing a little less. I think it's just because, like, yes, Specs GU is pretty common, I guess. But yeah, I mean, if one of these move, it'd probably be Annihilape. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think everything else is pretty fine. It's tier. Like Cyclozar is good.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Dragonite's
about that.
very good. Espatra is very good. But I mean, playing Espatra, you know exactly what set it is, right? Like, you know what you're playing against.
Kinda. I mean, it could be like different. Like it could be Roost or Sub or Protect or whatever. But like generally, you know what it's trying to do. It wants to store power your team to death. So, and then Dragonite's obviously amazing. You know, honestly, one thing here that seems a little out of place is Gambit. I don't know if he's A+.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. I mean, Gambit's good for a killer to a game, I think, but it starts to kind of align to win with it. I mean, you put it in Trick Room, which no one's really running right now, but like the Hatterene and Gambit Trick Room's kind of lit. But yeah, that does feel. I mean, I think there's some stuff in A that is
obviously with Terra. With Terra, it's mad annoying because like I don't know, like I'll just be running like Flying Terra and then I just set up on Tusk. It's very sad, but like it's just. I mean, but I don't know if it's like as good as these things. Like I look at like Moon and Valiant and D Knight and Champow, and I'm like, I don't know if I think Gambit's in the same tier as those. He seems more like an A rank mon to me.
What do you think of Moon? Like what? Yeah, go ahead.
Moon's super good, I think. One of the better checks for offense against Chi-Yu, because you could always take a couple hits. And it's just really strong. I think everybody in the beginning really tried to force like DD with booster and try and sweep. But I think now people are like, they're just running like DD Roost or like DD no booster or just straight up running like Banded. Because like it's just a strong mon with like Banded U-turn. So I mean, Moon's really good. I think it's a really good dark type. I've been enjoying Moon. I think he definitely deserves the A+. He's one of the best.
Yeah, I still
looks good to me.
I don't use him a lot, but like I play against him quite a bit, and like it's good. I mean, I still like kind of something as Dragon Ball. I kind of bring in Ting-Lu, and Ting-Lu just kind of exists on him. Like, the U-turn hurts, but
yeah, that's the thing with Ting-Lu. Like they want to go like Ting-Lu, and you just U-turn on them. They take good chip. They don't have recovery or anything. You go into somebody else, and it's like, you know, obviously Polt can do that, but Polt's not quite as strong.
yeah.
And especially if it's running like Specs and it's not even running like Banded, then it's like nowhere near strong. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it's really good though.
No, for sure. And Ting-Lu, by the way, is moving next on the list. That's my boy right there. I keep talking about him, but that mon is just picture perfect.
Yeah, that
Rock
mon
spikes, whirlwind EQ. Oh,
it's crazy. Like that mon could take a hit from anything. Like I remember I was playing with one of my boys the other day, and they had a Valiant, and and I think the Valiant was at like 30 or something. And he was like, "Oh, maybe I might need to switch out. I was like, "Stay in. You're not gonna. He can't kill you." Like that's how I feel with Ting-Lu. I'm so belligerent with Ting-Lu because I know nothing could kill me in one hit.
literally, like it's the fattest mon of all time. It's crazy. I don't know how he does it. Cause like you look at the stats, like
it's the ability, man.
I think Tusk has like a higher defense stat than Ting-Lu does, but it's like
not even because this thing has 155 HP and 125 defense.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then it has the 80s for def, but then it like lowers your special attack, so effectively it's like 130. It's stupid. Ooh. It's stupid fat.
Ooh. It's the best mon of the thing.
Yeah, complete tank.
Ting chilling. What
about these A mons? I have a couple I think I might disagree with. What about y'all though?
You disagree with them high or low?
Both.
I think like go ahead, Blue.
You think Corviknight's too? I'm gonna guess what Oreo thinks. I'm gonna guess that Corviknight's too high.
No, I think Core's fine. Just because it like there's nothing else that fills the role that Corviknight fills right now. So
that's what I was wondering. I was like,
even though Goldengo is annoying,
you just
like
have to run it, but it's not very good.
Yeah, there's nothing that does what Corviknight does with like. There's not a lot of bulky steel types, let alone bulky steel types with like hazard removal and like U-turn and like press or iron head options. It's just something that's easy to throw on teams. Good flying type. You know, I like Corp. I think it's fine in A. I wouldn't say it's much higher, but I think A is fine. The one I would say is like maybe A plus here is actually Garganacl.
Yeah, the mon's insane. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't know. That thing with Terra, because like the worst part about Garganacl is like rock is trash, but then you just don't have to be a rock type, and you get the free ghost resistance status immunity for free. Soul Cure is stupid. That move is like super cheap. Like it's tanky. It actually has recovery, unlike Ting-Lu and some of these other defensive guys. Like this thing is just a beast. I think it definitely like I'd switch that with Gambit for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I couldn't agree more. Cause then, yeah, and Salt Cure is just so insane too, especially with like there are some strong steel types in the tier and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, Salt Cure is.
Even if you're not a steel type, just having to take that stupid chip is so annoying. Or a water type or whatever.
I think, honestly, like I think Grimmsnarl could potentially move up a tier as well. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but Pokemon's doing work, like with screens and stuff. Like it's.
I mean, I'm seeing him
kind of
everywhere.
carving his niche out.
He's annoying. I mean, I won't lie.
He's so annoying.
He's annoying. I hate that stupid mon.
So annoying, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would, cause like, I'm not sure if I would, but like I understand it. Grimmsnarl is definitely like he's everywhere. He's like definitely broken support. Same thing with like Cyclizar, just like broken support for all the crazy mons. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of this A rank, like Dozo's just good. I think most like balanced teams need at least one of the unaware guys, and he's a good one. And Treads, I think he's another steel type option. A lot faster than Tusk. Not as strong, but like he does a lot of the same stuff. He's good. Better defensive typing. For me though,
I've been seeing him on more teams lately. I've been seeing him on more teams.
I'm seeing him more. I actually don't use him too much, but he is good. Like I can respect it.
And then I mean, there's Glimmora, the last one in this tier, and like.
I mean, y'all know how I feel about her. I do not think.
Glimmora is to me the most annoying Pokemon to play against in this tier. I don't think it's particularly. Like, I think it's good. I don't think it's great, but it's just annoying. You hit it. It has this toxic debris. It has mortal spin. It has 10 different hazards. It has an insanely high special attack, and it's like relatively fast. Obviously, it's incredibly frail, but it's like. I mean, it's just such a pain in the ass. So it's there, and it's always paired with Goldengo.
I mean, it's good at what it does. It definitely it's good on those like HOs. It's definitely annoying for sure. I feel like I just think Chomp is better though overall. I just think Chomp's a better Pokemon. That's why I just value Chomp more and why I use it way more than Glimmora on those kind of teams. Because I don't know, I'd rather just use Double Hazard Chomp than a Glimmora in most games. But Glimmora's not bad. I just don't know if I personally think it's A. But like I respect it. It's not a horrible mon or anything. Far from it.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's particularly like good in the sense of like an A plus or S tier mon, but it is just like I think it's because it's paired with Goldengo that makes it so much better. Like if Goldengo's out of the tier, this mon's like I think.
Oh, I think it's super mid without Goldengo because like I mean it's just gonna be like. The last couple gens, you like that's why no one liked to play those stupid hazards these last couple gens because it's like, well, I'm just gonna defog. It's like whatever.
It's not worth the 4 turns it took to get everything all set up and the damage you took.
Yeah, the hazard stacking, like they try and put stuff like Bisharp to like incentivize taking away hazards, but it just does not matter. Like it was so easy to get rid of hazards in the past. But now, I mean, now with Goldengo, like something like this, like dedicated leads. Or it's actually pretty good, and it's one of the best hazard setters like we've ever had. Probably the best pure hazard setter since Deoxys. So,
for sure.
All right, now A minus. How do you feel about these guys? Definitely a interesting group of guys here.
I'm glad to see my boy Dirge up there.
Yeah, Dirge is great. If anything, you could argue he should be an A.
He could move up. Yeah. That mon with Terra. Like if it didn't have Terra, it's still good without Terra.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Every game's Terra Fairy, and it just exists, man. Like I hate playing. I just don't like playing against unfair mons, I guess.
You don't like Pokemons.
I like playing hyper offense. I like, just one shot stuff. I need a game in 12 turns. But like this, it just fucking sits there and it builds a special attack up and it just sits there smiling at you and it knows what it's doing and it's all.
He's just chilling.
He's legit just sitting
slacking
there.
off.
Honestly, this guy, I've been using him a little bit recently. He's quite good. I think he might even be better than Dozo, low key. Like this guy,
Yeah.
because he's not passive at all. Because you can't he starts ramping up and you're like, oh brother.
He starts playing Torch Song
and Wisp is such a great thing to have
Wisp
too.
Yep, he connects. Yeah, like I mean, I've been on a big Meowscarada kick, but this guy's the best starter, easily right now, just because of how important his defensive utility is in Terra.
Yeah, this thing is super good. But what about some of these other guys? Because there's a lot of good mons in here. Best mon in this group might actually, weirdly enough, be Hat.
I am there with you on that.
Because of the bounce.
Bounce
and
is
being a good fairy type.
Bounce is super good. Yeah, it's bounce is really good. There's not a lot of good fairies, and this thing it's just annoying. Offensively, it could be annoying. Like Calm Mind is annoying. A lot of them run like Nuzzle, and Nuzzle's super annoying for a lot of these
I've been
things.
running Nuzzle, and it pairs Golden Go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like Nuzzle is
normally do, obviously.
super annoying. Stuff like Calm Mind with like Mystical Fire is like you could like 1v1 stuff like Espatra. Like it's just like this mon is just like super good in this like crazy offensive meta game right now. It's like such a good tool, especially because like Buku said, there's like barely any good fairies. Like best fairy by far is Valiant, and Valiant's not really like a defensive
fairy type.
Yeah, like the defensive typing is pretty good, but like especially the defense is super whack. But like this is probably like the next best one.
Yeah, I mean, Draining Kiss, you can stand forever. Like this, like here's your Ting-Lu check, basically, right? Like you bring this thing in, bounces hazards, Draining Kiss it.
Yeah,
The Nuzzle, so I'm using Hat almost every team I play right now, just because Nuzzle, basically Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Psy, Shock, and Nuzzle.
This
right?
thing is annoying.
Hits Clodsire, hits poisons and stuff like that. Like dude, that mon. It's really good.
For Ting-Lu, at least for me, it's not the worst because I always run Ruination. But like,
Ruination is
But like that thing is definitely still annoying. It's kind of crazy that 2 of the 3 best fairy types are Hat, Arena, and Skeledirge. So
at this point, it really might as well be, right? Like, Hat's incredible. I think,
thoughts on
Is Among Us that good?
Among Us? Among Us is. It's kind of weird. I think it was.
I'm looking at all the offensive mons up top. Like
it was probably better than this in Palafin meta. I don't. Now I'm not even sure. Like it's nice because like it is one of the better like Valiant checks, and it is just like fat regen spore bot. I just think like it's good for stuff like Quacklevull and Breloom too. But I swear this thing just gives Goldango free turns though. It's like
all that like Goldango is like sits on this thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I think it's pretty good. I think A- might be gassing it up. I'm not sure if it's A- anymore, but it's pretty good. What do you think about this other Faso though? Clodsire, he's here as well. The other unaware guy.
Does he run unaware?
Usually. I mean, you can want Water Absorb, but I think right now a lot of times you need unaware. But obviously, Water Absorb is an option too.
I haven't seen much Water Absorb, especially since
there isn't a reason to right now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the main reason would be if you're super scared of Quacklevull, but
which I mean, I guess you want to be, you can be, but
I mean that mon's a threat. That mon is a threat. Don't even play.
I've lost some games to Quacklevull. I'm not gonna act like I haven't.
That thing is heat.
But yeah, no, Clodsire is good. I don't think it's A- though.
I mean, it's worse, better.
Low. I think it's lower. Like there's like some of these mods in here, like they just exist because there's really no other like fat options, and like there's a reason there's like 3 unaware mons in the A tier, right? Between A and A-. So
you do just gotta be sitting there, but Spinef Clodsire is nice for Chi-Yu until it like Terra Darks and flinches you. But like it is kind of nice.
He's beefy.
Yeah, he's a beefy boy for
And
sure.
he's got toxic isn't really as
Yeah, there are like no
Even-
toxic mons. It's like
Yeah.
these two idiots, Pex and like Breloom who doesn't run it. That's literally it. So yeah, I mean it's rare.
pretty boy.
And then they
Again,
got
how much setup there is.
yeah, that's the thing. You need one of these unaware guys if you're running like a fat build because they got all these setup monsters and they just sweep you if you don't run one of them. But the most annoying thing is like you still have to deal with Rage Fist boy over here. Like honestly,
Yeah, there's
Rage
something
Fist
you
boy,
can't unaware.
like Rage Fist, he taunts this guy, finished, GG. like switch out, you're done. You can't start Earthquake in this thing, or it's just gonna have 8 billion PP Rage Fist. Honestly, like that's the thing. Taunt Annihilate just craps on so many of these mons, honestly. But you know, it just be like that. It just be like that.
Annihilate.
Yeah, that's a special mon.
He's him. He is him.
And then Rotom. I don't think there's much to say about Rotom. Rotom's Rotom. He's cool.
Rotom's Rotom. It's been the same thing for.
Does he still have default?
Unfortunately, he does not, or I'd be using it. But he
Yeah.
does not. But yeah, I mean he's solid. He does his thing. And then we got a couple of Volcaronas. I honestly don't play either of them very often, but they're both pretty good. I think they're both probably fine here.
Yeah, I've played against him quite a bit. I feel like Iron Moth is good. It's got better speed than Volcarona. Its typing is pretty cool. It hits things very hard. It does get one shot by Mud Slap, but like that's okay. And then normal Volk, I actually I've seen a lot of kind of pain in the ass. Like still to this day, that mon is just
Yeah.
so annoying.
Whatever.
And Terra helps it a lot too because it'll go Terra Grass. The common
Yeah,
one.
and there's no Heatran to humble it, so it's
There
pretty
is no
good.
Heatran to humble it. That's probably the biggest thing. Yeah.
Even like Pex, nobody plays it, so it's like this thing. Yeah, it's definitely pretty good. This one feels a little more Terra reliant than like Moth, but they're both solid for sure. But let's get into these B+ Pokemon, and there's some threats here. You got Bax, Breloom, Iron Hands, Quacklefull, Scissors, Slowking, Torkoal. Anything stand out as being too high, too low?
Breloom is a huge pain in the ass to play against. Massive. Like, if you don't have a team that's built for a Breloom, that thing will just 6-0 you. I feel like it's got Spore, it's got Mach Punch, it's got Bullet Seed. I mean, and as a guy who plays the Chi-Yus and Ting-Lus a lot, there's nothing I hate more than this mon, for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Like it checks a lot of the higher tier stuff really well.
yeah, there's not a lot of really good biting resist right now. And then obviously like this thing will, like with Mach Punch, smokes Chi-Yu and like Chien-Pao always. Even like the normal D-Knights when they like Terra, they get smoked too. Like honestly, it's pretty nice. Amoonguss is a problem. Biggest problem, honestly, Goldengo fodder. It's quite sad. I think B+ is like fine. I wouldn't put it higher than this. I think B+ is fine. It's definitely like pretty good though. I was using it a lot in the beginning, not as much recently, but it's definitely pretty good. I'm trying to see. What are your thoughts on the weather guys? Slowking, Torkoal. Obviously, Slowking, you don't have to play on like actual hell teams, but
What's Slowking being run on? That's not. Is the Titan seeing that much play?
Yes, it's a Titan.
yeah, but Titan's barely getting played though. I
So
barely
what's
see
using
Titan.
hail?
I don't know why Slowking is this high. Actually, now I'm looking at it.
It's a bit high, but I think the thing with Slowking is just like it's still Slowking. It's just like
Yeah.
it's got good stats. It's good mon, and then Chilly Reception is kind of like teleport at home. It's not even teleport at home. It's just teleport. It's just momentum. It's something you have
Sure.
even on like the non like snow teams or whatever. And then obviously it pairs really well with Baxcalibur because like DD Baxcalibur and with Ice Body and snow, forget about it. It's, forget about it.
It's true.
Yeah. B+ might seem like a tad high, but I think that thing would be at least B anyway. It's definitely pretty good.
And that move is crazy. Like chilly reception, right?
Yeah, I mean it's just like it's just teleport. It's just teleport, but with some
It's
snow.
weather for you.
Yeah.
Which is like it's awesome. Like it's sick.
Yeah.
It makes me wish the Iron Bundle was still with us, but
No, you can.
Nah, I'm good.
That'll miss.
Chill. He was checking Chi-Yu. But no,
Was he?
yeah, it does.
He had 60 spit F.
He outspeeds it, clicks Hydro Pump, it's fine.
That boy he got Oko by Scarf Shiyu.
Yeah, probably.
Not even
Just Terra
probably.
Water, it's okay. Terra Water.
It's probably close. He got 60 spit F.
Venom Bass Caliber's cool. I don't know, I don't see it a lot. Iron Hands I think is actually pretty solid. Like that mon hits like a truck and has like approximately 1 billion HP, I think.
Yeah, I've been loving hands on
cool.
my pad teams. I feel like this thing trades with everything. He always goes at least 1 for 1.
Yeah.
I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah, I love that. I love that boy Iron Hands.
Yeah, I know that. I think it's one of the cooler design mons, and yeah, it's got all the elemental punches. You can run an AV, you can run a bandit, you can do a lot of shit with it. You can run a belly drum, right?
Well, I haven't even played drum. Maybe in like a trick room or whatever. I have not played belly drum, but yeah, I've run AV, I've run bandit, I've run like just straight up max defense, so I could just like sit on Champal and stuff because it's just like, I mean, it's a monster. What's your thoughts on Quacklepuff though? Because this is kind of like, you know, the new hotness.
I've been seeing a lot of it. It's good. I mean, it gets the speed boost and it's you know, get this moxie, you know, and that's that. Like it can completely take over a game if you let it, if you're not prepared for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bandit's good because you just start stepping on everybody and you got the jet in the back if you need it. Just you turn around. It's just like, you know, Bandit is annoying. Honestly, the set that I think is kind of like the most fire is like the Spadef bulk up with Roost. It's like,
I mean, it's basically like the Annihilape set, right? But just on Quacklepuff.
Yeah, but I mean, because that thing like it owns Chimpao because none of them are on psychic things, and then it owns Chi-Yu, like the Max Spadef, like. Because even psychic doesn't kill it. Like even if Chi-Yu is like psychic, it doesn't kill it unless it specs. So, I mean, that thing's been kind of nice. Obviously, Amoonguss is pain unless you run Brave Bird, but I don't really see Brave Bird much. Or I guess you could run Spinner too. I have actually seen Spinner.
I've seen Ice Spinner.
I've seen Spinner because of like D-Knight and Polt and stuff. But yeah, also Pex not existing is great too. Like Pex would be super annoying, but no one plays it.
I think I saw him B minus.
I mean, he's right here. I mean, we'll talk about him in a sec.
Oh wait, he's right there, B. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we were talking about like we were looking at, you know, the stuff before the game dropped, and it's like, yeah, Quacklepuff won't exist because of PEX and stuff like that. And now PEX just like,
yeah, I mean,
this no airtime.
Yeah, this thing really started to take off when what's it called, when Palafin got banned.
Yeah.
Really good offensive. Yeah, Palafin. I mean, it's just like, why play him when you can play Palafin? But yeah, Quacklepuff's pretty good. Obviously, he does like take a couple turns to really get going, and sometimes against some of the fast teams, it's just like you don't have a couple turns to get going. So it's not like insane, but it's definitely pretty good. It's pretty solid for sure. And what do you think about Scissor? I don't really care about Scissor, honestly.
Bit of a fall from grace for Sizzler. That man, he was running the tier for about a day or two.
Oko and Fluttermane.
Back when Fluttermane was even more running the tier for about a day or two. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really serve a purpose anymore, right? Like his niche is kind of gone. He's still Scissor. He's still a good mon.
I mean, there's not a lot of steals, so like you could definitely play with Scissor. I don't know. I don't really use it. I guess it's like okay for like Chimpao stuff too, but I don't know. I don't use this thing. I mean, B plus is probably fair enough, but I mean, honestly, most of these monons in B plus seem about right to me. Even like Torkoal, just because like at least it enables a lot of the annoying like Paradox guys. Like I don't know if there's anything in B plus that stands out as like super out of place. These mons seem fine, except maybe Slow King's like one sub rank too high, but even then it's like whatever. They're all pretty good.
Yeah.
And then B, we got some interesting guys at B. Got Ditto in B. I don't know the last time I saw a Ditto, but sure.
Meowscarada in this tier is a crime. That mon is good. Yeah. That mon is very good. That mon, Scarf Adamant, it's doing Wilt Chamberlain numbers. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I mean, Scarf is faster than like everything in the game, and obviously you can run like Play Rough, so you can snipe like Chen and catapult too.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I found a lot of success with it is I lead it, right? I like leading it. I run Play Rough, Flower Gift, U-Turn, Knock. And you get a lot of leads of like the Mirror, Meowscarada, or like Cyclizar. And you can OHKO both of those basically, because I usually Scarf for some reason. Mine is, and I've gotten so much value out of that thing. It wins late game if you need it to. It can open games up. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I personally run Banded just because like Annihilape's annoying, and I just like being able to flower trick through if it's not fire, and I don't see too much fire Annihilape yet. I feel like people will eventually just start running more fire because it's good, but right now a lot of them are water or fairy, or they just don't Terra, and you know you can just flower trick through all the bulk ups, which is good. It's also nice for all the screens spammers because you can just flower trick through screens. It's just I like Meowscarada right now. Corv is annoying, but like just trick that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Knock is just really good to have. Like this thing has good moves, momentum, everything. It's just like it's pretty good. I think it's probably like it's more of like a B+ mon, dare I say A-, maybe A- is gassing it up, but it's at least a B+ mon to me. It's good.
Agreed. Yeah. Like, I think it's better than Sizzler right now. You know.
Yeah, I mean I use this thing a lot more than Scissor.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I think it's so sick.
Honestly, I like Azu too for similar reasons as Quacklevolt. Just the defensive typing is really good right now. Water Fairy is broken.
Yep.
It's good because you're like a soft check to like Chi-Yu Chien-Pao. Especially Chi-Yu because like I think that thing like I think it's like it's like a roll to just get one shot by Jet from full. So I mean very little chip and you guarantee it. It's just and obviously you could always take a hit. Like Azu has like pretty good bulk. Like people like you don't even have to run like AV or whatever. Like it just has naturally like pretty good bulk. It's like 100 HP, like 70 defenses. Like the typing's just good. Obviously Belly Drum is like super threatening to a lot of teams. It's just good mon. It's like solid. I think B's pretty fair for it. I will say a couple of these guys. I don't even know if they're B. Like T-Tar Pegs. I don't even know if they're B, honestly.
I mean,
too high.
Yeah, I think Tyranitar stinks. Like the only reason Tyranitar is like even it's just Chi-Yu. Like he does beat Chi-Yu, which is valuable because not many guys beat Chi-Yu, and he does smoke Chi-Yu unless it's like Terra Blast fighting. But like that's all he does. There's not even like sand abusers or anything like because like Lycanroc stinks. You're not gonna use Lycanroc. This thing is just so useless. Like this mon to me is like not even. I don't even know if it's B-. Like I actually think it might even be like C+ to me. Like Tyranitar is awful.
Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, like what does he even do, kind of thing. Because like if Chien-Pao was like Chi-Yu, right? I think there's might be justification for it being in B, but I mean Chien-Pao isn't doing this. I mean it's still good, obviously. It's not doing this tier what Chi-Yu's doing to it right now.
Wait, so, what do you mean?
I mean, if Chien-Pao is as currently oppressive as Chi-Yu is, I think T-Tar in B would make more sense.
Well, Chien-Pao smokes Tyranitar. Chi-Yu is the one. The Chi-Yu is the one that like. I mean.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
right,
it does deal with Chi-Yu, but it's just like that's all it does. I don't think you should be B rank because you beat one mon.
Ignore me. I just had like the biggest brain lag of all time.
Nah, it's alright. It's alright.
And Pex, I mean, have y'all seen Pex do anything?
I mean,
like really crazy.
They run Infestation now, which is kind of funny. But
yeah, like Mon just seems sad to me. Pex
is bad, but like Pex at least like actually walls some things. Like I don't know, like Pex actually walls some things at least. But B, I wouldn't even put it in B.
Wall that like something else doesn't in like a different tier.
I mean, I don't know. It's good for like
Quacklevolt, but like Among Us doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's still Pex. Like it's still like fat. Like it's still like fat water poison type. Like it's, but like I don't know. This thing just doesn't. It's so passive. It doesn't do anything in most games.
Yeah.
It's like to me, it's like B- max. Like this thing is just bad. It's still better than T-Tar though. T-Tar's actually useless.
If they're the boy keeps Scald,
yeah,
it's a different story. I think Scald would be going crazy. But
How's Palma been? He has the move, right? The revive move.
I think Palma's so
barely seen it.
no, Palma's so annoying. Honestly, every time I see Palma, they put Palma on screens, and it'll be Palma on screens.
Oh lord.
And they have the screens. And they'll either use Palma to revive the stupid Annihilape, or they'll use Palma to revive the Grimmsnarl so he can get screens up one more time and die. and then it's like, honestly, I'm just like, oh my god, bro. Like, that thing is so annoying. Like, Palma's already annoying. It's so degenerate, and it's only gonna get worse because you already know people are gonna cook up some nasty teams with this thing.
Real nice recipes.
I mean, I don't know. This one scares me. This guy, he's good. He's good for sure. Honestly, I think but when they were doing the VR, like, Palma probably hadn't been out much, but I think, like, for long, I mean, but I think he could end up moving up as time goes on.
For sure. I mean, that move is it's literally, I mean, so in any game ever, a revive mechanic is always broken, like a resurrect mechanic, and this Pokemon is apparently no different. So
yeah, I mean, I get them putting him in B because you do have to run Palma. Like, you do have to run Palma, so it's like, and you're getting an extra half mon, so Palma has to be like worth like the move. That's why I feel like for screens or some teams, like, it might just be worth it, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happens with him. It's not as crazy broken as I thought it would be, like, initially, but I mean, maybe give it time and it will be. We'll see.
Yeah.
Going into B-. I was talking about it before we started recording. Gyarados is here. I have no idea why. This mod is horrible. I don't get it. Like, this thing to me is like, honestly, I never see this thing. It does, and like, I'm not understanding what this thing is even supposed to do. Like, this thing is super random in B- to me. Like, there's a couple mons in C I legitimately, there's mons in C I think are better than this thing. I actually don't know why it's here.
I don't know. Maybe this guy got swept by a Dragon Dance Gyarados.
How?
I mean, yeah, it still has DD, it still has Moxie, Terastallation.
That's like the only thing it had. Yeah, like that's the only possible.
This is literally Quackable at home.
Well, yeah, it's below Quackable.
Yeah. Like, why would you even run this?
I don't know. You don't even have Whip anymore, so you can't even touch Rotom.
He lost Whip?
Yeah, he lost Whip. They really hated Gyarados.
Oh lord.
They saw him They saw him putting up Will Chamberlain numbers in the beginning of Gen 8, and they said, "Nah, never again. You're finished." Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Gyarados' place is right now.
Terra Flying. Terra Blast Flying.
Yeah, I guess, but
it's like, whatever this is, or flying this is.
I think this thing is kind of bad, to be honest.
Have you like seen it been used?
Almost never.
Maybe it's gas. We haven't seen it.
Maybe they know something I don't. Maybe I need to stop sleeping. But
yeah,
I can't imagine.
One of them flinched me twice in a row from Waterfall when I was trying to win, and I lost because of it. So
honestly,
maybe it happened to this guy who made these tiers. But
I get it.
There might be a hidden tech.
Yeah, maybe the hidden tech. You know, the 100% flinch Waterfall to make Gyarados viable.
King's Rock.
Nah, they took King's Rock away from him. There's no
There's a hidden King's Rock item.
And a hidden King's Rock just exclusive to him.
Yeah.
Maybe he could be B-.
Magic Card Ring.
Maybe he could be B- then. How do you feel about some of these other guys? Because one of these like definitely stands out to me as being like super out of place. Hippo,
because like there's like the Ting-Lu.
Yeah, I feel like Ting-Lu kind of like took his job.
Like, what do you just for slack off? Like, Ting-Lu is so like heinously bulky that you don't need slack off.
Yeah,
they're nice though. They're real nice.
Yeah, I mean, no toxic is annoying on this thing, and no sand abusers, but like, it's still Hippo. He's still fat. Like,
yeah,
it's not horrible. I don't know if it's B-, but it's not like, it's still Hippo. Like, I can't hate too much. It's still Hippo. The one here that seemed like super wild to me was Slitherwing. I think that thing's way better than this.
Yeah, so the thing I was gonna say, the one's like pretty solid. Like,
I think that thing's like min B+.
Yeah, it's good. It is surprising that it's this low. Like, it's like they're saying this one's as good as, like, you know, Orthworm.
Yeah, it's super disrespectful.
I like Orthworm, but I mean, Slitherwing's just a better mon. I mean, it's good. Like, as U-turn as first impression, you know.
Yeah, me and Blue Crew were talking about it the other day. It's like Heracross if he got all the moves he ever wanted. Like,
yeah, like,
it's just I don't know. This thing is super strong.
Paradox.
This thing is
Paradox.
super strong. Like 135 attack. It has beautiful stat moves. Like you get the stat priority. You get super powerful U-turn. Post combat, you get good coverage. You get like Quake, Blitz, everything.
Blitz.
Like this thing is just like defensively is nice. Like
Yeah, Morning Sun.
yeah, this thing is super fire. Yeah, you does get Morning Sun too if you want to run some
Poke Up?
like.
I guess maybe not.
I haven't seen Poke Up, but
That's slow.
yeah, it seems like it'd be hard to pull off. But I've seen like Boots Morning Sun stuff. Like I've run like usually it's just Boots or just straight up Banded. This thing is pretty good. I'm like super surprised that they have it down here with stuff like Jugulis, which no one plays. I mean, Jugulis in theory isn't actually that bad. It's just like you're too reliant on Hurricane, and that's just I don't know. But yeah, I mean, some interesting guys here. What's your thoughts on the Tauros? You know,
That's the one that I saw. I was like, what? And then you told me it's because of Chiyu, right?
well, it obliterates Chien-Pao. Like this thing, this thing walls Chien-Pao. Like it's
And
and
like,
then
is it good in other situations?
I mean it walls Chien-Pao. And obviously if you run some Spadef, like it could be like a decent Chiyu check too.
Yeah.
And then it destroys screens with like the Raging Bull move. I mean it's not horrible. Like honestly that alone is like
Oh wow.
it's not horrible. I mean
I didn't know about this move.
yeah, it's
Crazy.
decent. I don't know. B- probably seems fine to me. It has a niche. I haven't used it much, but it's not horrible.
Are niche mons usually this high?
I mean, I guess not, but like its niche is being good into two of the top like 5-ish mods in the game.
So it's
So,
not that much of a niche.
and it's just like I mean, there's not a lot of like bulky intimidators right now in general, so
Okay.
you know, it's not horrible.
Okay.
Also, any of these other guys, Lucha, you know,
Pelipers is Rain.
yeah, Rain's
What's
kind of
Rain running?
mid right now, but like, you know, you run like Quacklefull, Floatzel, Scuda, whatever. I mean, it's Rain.
Floatzel?
Yeah, I mean, people been running Floatzel because you run like the
Oh my
the
God.
Terra Water like Wave Crash and Rain. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
no,
disgusting.
Floatzel's it's Rain is really annoying right now. And
So you're running that and Barraskewda?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. You could run whatever, but like, I mean, Rain is like
Oh,
kind of
wow.
like fringe to me. I don't really care about Rain, but Barraskewda is like he's kind of whack to me because no flip turn. But it's you know it's Rain.
You lost flip turn.
Yeah, they did him dirty.
Oh my God.
It could be worse though, you know.
Yeah.
It's Rain. I guess we're talking about Scuda, so gonna C plus. Kind of weird group of guys in C plus.
Masquerain. Yeah, what the fuck is going on here?
I mean, these guys are just like just the randoms. Like this is like Trash Mount with webs, Trash Mount with terrain, Trash Mount with chlorophyll.
Yeah, so you want to talk about like gimmick mons, like you know what you thought kind of like said that what Tauros was. This tier is literally basically all gimmick mons, right?
What about
And
Iron
the villain
Thorns?
What's up?
Iron Thorns.
That was
What does he
that's
do?
the one that's not like
Okay.
gimmicky, but Scuda, Masquerain, Pincurchin, and Villain are all just like they have one job, right? Like they're
Yeah,
not.
I guess a thought
Get it.
process. A villain seems high, but I guess a thought process on villain being here is like Sun's playable, so surely villain's playable. But I don't know. Pincurchin, I don't even see people bother. I haven't like the mon is so trash. Surely it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Thorns though, I haven't seen too much of him. I haven't been playing like Yu or anything either, so I don't know. I haven't really seen Thorns. I know like in theory like DD Terra like Thorns could be pretty nice because Rock Electric offensively is pretty good. The stats are fine, but it just seems like hard to pull off right now. Yeah, I don't know about him. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if any of these guys I could really say should be in a different spot. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm-
this guy
I'm
just like the
five-
gimmick.
I mean, Pincurchin could probably move down, I guess, if you want.
Yeah, like I guess at this point it's like who cares? I don't know. There's nobody like the only one in these tiers that like stands out to me a lot was Wing.
yeah.
Then looking at C, whole lot of guys here. Anybody here stand out? Because there's a ton of mons. Some mons that people are actually playing that are down here.
I think Cerulege is better than this tier. I think Cerulege is a good mon that like gets its Omni boost or whatever and can start, you know, recovering with Bitter Blade. I think Cerulege is like really threatening, and I mean it's better than Avalugg and Charizard, and you know.
Yeah, don't sleep on Zard. Don't sleep on Zard. That point in Sun.
I mean, yeah, any mon right now in Sun.
Whoa,
like,
okay, but
like...
no, but Zard. All right, that I mean, this guy is. You know, he's Chi Yu at home. He's special.
He hits, man.
He's strong.
Solar power. It's crazy.
He's strong. I can't hate on Zard, but yeah, Cerulege. I mean, Cerulege. I agree though. He can be scary. Just because like the coverage is really good. He's strong. I haven't seen it as much recently. I saw it a lot last month, but yeah, I mean, Cerulege is pretty good. I mean, Cerulege looks better than a lot of these guys. I can't lie.
Yeah,
sure.
Like way better. I think, you know, well, I mean, I think Screamtail's still like okay.
Yeah, Screamtail should probably be higher than this. Like Screamtail is like, it's not horrible. I like Screamtail over like honestly like even these guys in C+. Like it's like pretty decent.
Absolutely, totally agreed.
A lot of these mons I just don't see. Like Hydreigon, I think in theory Hydreigon should be pretty good right now because like there's not that many fairies. And one of the fairies people are playing a lot right now is Hatterene, which isn't even like that good into Dragon anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just hard. There's so many dark types you could be playing. You could be playing Gambit or Chien-Pao or Chi-Yu or Roaring Moon or any of these other really, really good darks. So Dre is just kind of like, why? That's like kind of what he feels like. It's just like
he's redundant. Yeah, like he's been rendered obsolete kind of.
But I think he's like in a vacuum. I don't actually think he's like bad. I think a lot of teams are like kind of Dre weak, low key. But I can understand why he kind of got thrown down here.
Yeah, and for the rest of this tier, I mean, there's nothing.
How are people using Gallade?
I don't really see it at all, honestly. I think it's just like it's pretty strong, but 85 speed is just whack. Like 85 speed is just kind of whack right now, and he doesn't really have any way to. I don't know. Like Gallade just seems. I like hardly see it. I saw it a little bit like early on, but I think people realized pretty quickly it's just not worth it. Like, I don't know. 85 speed and it's not even like bulky. I mean, I guess Spadef's pretty good, but like it's just, I don't know. I don't think it's hard to make work. I've seen some other stuff like Gastrodon a little bit in this tier, but I think it's kind of bad.
Yeah, that one's, I don't even know how that's playable.
Maybe Slowbro could be better than this in theory, but
yeah,
I think a lot of people would just
but
prefer
he
to
lost
use.
Teleport, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of people would prefer to use Slowking because this thing lost like Toxic, Skull,
and
Teleport.
Skull.
I mean, they said
him.
They said we hate you, but yeah, I don't know. I guess low kicks. Thoughts on low kicks? Because I know a lot of people do like this mon.
It hits way harder than you'd think it would. Is what I'll say. It hits like pretty fucking hard for like kind of for zero. And obviously with like the amount of types that are in the tier, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, strong prio options are always a nice thing to have, especially with tinted lens.
I think it could probably be a little higher than this tier. I think it's better.
At
than
least,
Scoville.
I mean,
Scoville.
At least like if you look at C+, like it's better than those ones.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing is, when you get down to this part of the list, a lot of the time it's just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see low kicks being higher. I'm trying to look at these mons like, I mean, like Mag. I mean, Mag traps like core, but I don't know. Mag's weird. I don't know. Mimikyu, Polty guys, like Sylveon's kind of low, cause like it's like one of the better fairies. But I think now that people have started to just use Hat instead, I think they're just like, actually, we don't need this thing. I don't know. I guess this is like mostly agreeable. Maybe like a couple of these guys like Low Kick and Cerulege, and definitely Screamtail are like a little low, but it's mostly agreeable. And then going into D, they said that these guys stink.
Yeah, I mean, Mousehold, that's what I'm thinking about. It's just not hitting like that.
It's just kind of a gimmick. It's like, I guess it has a niche because like it could always remove hazards on Golden Go, and like I guess like if they don't have helmet or ghost types, then like at +1 it could be like a little annoying. But I don't know. It's just a huge gimmick though.
So let me tell you about my story of Mousehold today in the game that I was playing.
All right.
So they have Mousehold. They click Tidy Up. I'm like, okay. I bring in my Golden Go. Scarfed. About to click Focus Blast. Like, you know, obviously he can't population bomb me. And I'll be honest, I don't know what other moves that Mon has apart from Tidy Up, population bomb.
They'll run like Bite.
Yes, that Pokemon clicked Bite.
Mm-hmm.
+1 on a 0 defensive invest Golden Go and did like 40.
Yeah.
And I OHKO'd with Focus Blast.
Did 40?
Yeah, I think so.
40? That doesn't seem right. That's disrespectful. You not running technician? What's going on?
I don't know what happened, but I lived it like pretty comfortably.
I mean, that comfortably? Like, damn. Yeah, I mean, this thing does have 75 attack, so I mean.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
it do be like that.
You get cooked by Goldengo.
Yeah, so if you're not clicking population bomb, I mean,
you're not a Mon.
Yeah, exactly. Which I love this thing. I think it might be better than D rank, like, but
I can't even say it is. Honestly, I can't even say
it
is. It looks pretty at home in D. I'm looking at D right now. It looks pretty at home here. The one mod I have to fight for is my guy Sandy Shocks.
Yep, I knew this was coming.
Why do they got my boy Sandy Shocks in D? Nah, there's not a lot of good electric types right now, and this thing, you know, it's pretty strong. And you know, I'd be spiking on the Switch because, you know, and honestly, these ground types, they don't even deal with it as like well as like, because they'll bring in their Tusk or whatever, and they'll take a good chunk from Earth Power. Like, I mean, I don't know. Especially if you get this in the sun, I don't know. It's not great, I won't lie, but D seems a little harsh. I don't know about D. Like, I mean, I like this thing better than most of the things in C. I don't know, but it's okay.
It is good. I mean, that's a mon that I think treats boost energy pretty well. It's got, you know, pretty good speed tier. I mean, yeah, there is like a total of 2 electric types in this entire tier, I'm pretty sure. So, you know,
it's like Palma and Rotom and stuff, but yeah, there's not a lot. It's rare. Iron Hands, but it's rare. It's
Hands is like the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I feel like it's used as an electric type, kind of. But yeah, no, Shocks is cool. Like, you know, I also have a soft spot for Titan.
Yeah, I was wondering about him.
The mon, I mean, I think it's good. Like, good is the wrong word. I think it's cool. It's got a few different cool abilities. It's got Belly Drum. It's got some good coverage moves.
It's scary in snow.
Yeah, in snow, it's good.
It just feels, it's just a little hard because you need snow up, and you kind of need to set up because like it's not actually like that scary unless it has like it sets up first. So sometimes it's hard to actually pull off. But obviously, if you get set up in snow, then like, you know, it's a menace for sure.
It's one of these. But like, here's my thing. It's like, is it 3 tiers worse than like Go Villain?
I guess the thought process is just Sun is more splashable. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that much worse. Probably pretty similar to me.
I don't think so either.
It's pretty similar to me.
If they have Slowbro up there, or Slowking, then
yeah.
Why won't you put one of the best?
Kind of weird to have Titan D and Slowking up here. I mean, Slowking's obviously just like standalone. He works, and obviously you could just play him with backs or just, you know, use a Slowking. Like, obviously Slowking's like good for stuff like, I don't know, like a Spatra if it's like not fairy, if it's like fighting or whatever. It's just like, I mean, there's not a lot of good bulky psychic types right now, and it's just, you know, it's Slowking. It's a good mon, but Titan, I don't know, D might be slightly harsh, but I mean, it's like, it's not that good. I can't, like, even if they put it in C, I wouldn't blink. I wouldn't say anything. It's like, whatever. Try to see what else here I've seen. Haxorus I've actually seen with like Electric Terra Blast.
Yeah, Electric Terra Axorus. I think Blunder was talking about that quite a bit actually.
Yeah, it's like a decent stall breaker, but like, do you need a decent stall breaker when stall's kind of trash right now? It doesn't matter. Like, obviously it smokes like Dozo and all those guys, but you know, just I don't know. Gengar I don't even see at all.
Yeah,
Gengar is just sort of outclassed by like.
It's time for him to go down.
Like Goldengo and Dragapult are like 2 of the top 5 mons in the tier in my opinion, and it's just like, why would you play this thing? It's like not horrible in a vacuum, but like why? And
and draft, but yeah, like in OU, it's not, you know.
Time for you to go home.
Yeah.
Where you belong.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Bonnet, I don't see this thing. Obviously, it's strong, but like I don't know. I never see it. Typing's obviously like super bad, but.
Yeah,
Honestly, oh, they don't even have my boy Wo-Chan on here at all.
I was gonna say, where's
Hey
Wo-Chan?
yo, where's Wo-Chan? That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Where's Wo-Chan? No, that's crazy. They say you don't even make the list. You don't even make the cut.
Wait, but actually, did they?
No, I don't. There's Wo-Chan ain't on here. They say you're not
There's
even.
no
deep.
way. There's no actual way that like some of these mons are getting played more than Wo-Chan is.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see a lot of these mons that much. I don't know. Ravska's down here with the blessing. I've seen more Palmot than Ravska, but I think Ravska could be cool in like Trick Room or whatever too, but maybe it just hasn't been explored enough. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Wo-Chan?
He's not
Also
here.
Klefki. Klefki's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I like that board.
screen spikes, just, you know, random sports stuff, you know.
T-Wing.
He's just doing
He's a
Klefki
busy guy.
things. Just doing Klefki things. He gets TR too, or Trick Room. So,
Oh.
you know, he's just a pair of keys.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the list overall is like mostly agreeable. You know, those boys over there, they do good work. These viability rankings are usually quite solid. Yeah, I think there's a couple guys I think should be higher, a couple I think should be lower, but I think it seemed like we generally agreed with the majority of the list.
I know you still want justice for Sandy Shocks.
I mean, D is just a little disrespectful, but like even then, like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend Sandy Shocks is some incredible mod. So,
I think
but
that's right in there.
yeah, I mean, anything else we want to say, or I think we're done here. I think, you know, we took a good look at this list. Obviously, this is something that gets updated constantly, and terrestrializations get suspected right now, and obviously if something changes with that, that could have a huge impact on the viability.
Yeah,
of the
Terra
mods.
will Terra. Any change to Terra will completely change this.
Yeah. Granted, I kind of don't think it's.
I don't think it's
gonna
that
get
guy.
banned, but.
Well, yeah, they're gonna do something.
Gonna do something.
Surely.
We'll see.
Surely.
We'll see. We'll see. It's there's a lot of people who don't want to touch that off, so we'll see. But that's a topic for another video. But
Yeah.
But thank y'all for watching. Gonna have content on Scarlet and Violet on this channel, so if you're interested in that, subscribe, like this video, do all that, and I'll see y'all next time.